to the town. We're going to the city. Gonna trek this shit around.
And remove the ones that don't, so we can really narrow down what pictures we want to work from. And it's not to say that the image that we end up with is exactly what we have to work from, because we can always adapt it to our own needs and change things around and move things to fit what we're looking for. But I think having an image is a good place to start. So we're going to choose first 2 pictures that represent each one of the categories.
Community.
Religion. So think about which 2 you like the most, and then all the rest we're going to pull away, and that's what we'll focus on. And think about what picture you think is going to best fit what we're trying to accomplish. Raise your hand if you like this picture. Okay. A few options. This is school.
We really don't like school.
I can tell.
You know what would be so cool is if we did our handprints.
Yeah, instead of...
Oh, to do that, man.
How about this one? If we do our handprint, everybody, we can make a tile of each one of our hands, and then you write something in your palm. Any other suggestions for background?
I just want to ask you something. That light bulb is going to be the middle of the Magnolia car, right?
Correct.
Because when I was thinking, she said that she doesn't know how to put the river. I was thinking, why not put the river in the middle? And if the kid's going to be there, why not put a rock up there under the feet while she's standing on the rock, the water's coming around?
I think that is,
A suggestion was that the family be walking up one of these books. If we have many more ideas to integrate into this. I don't know, do I need to pull all the pictures out? You don't need to see that. I wanted to do more, but I felt like if I did any more, it would leave that much less for you all to do. And this is not about my design, it's about your design. I think we have plenty of images. Okay, some of you all probably can assume or guess what we're going to be doing today. That's right, we're going to be working on coloring these. Here's one that's already folded. Here you go, Felix. And I want you to take these home, and I want you to work on them at home. Because at the end of this week, I would like to have your finished color drawings so that we can look at all of them together and start look at what different elements, different designs, and strategies we can incorporate our color, the best style, blue color. I like books. I like Angelica's People. I like Eric's Magnolia. I like Tatiana's Train, etc., etc., etc.
Because I got nothing to do at home, and my mom always wanted me to be here in the program.
Right here, because I want to show everybody what I did, and because like at home I'm bored. And
Evelyn, what do you really like, and what do you think could use some help? Like the flower? And what do you think could use some improvement?
the way she's done that, it's very clear, and then she finished it with colorful houses, and that contrast would make me see the ramp.
And I don't know if this is just because she hasn't gotten to it yet with her hands.
You finish this, I think you might have one of the strongest designs here if you finish it.
I get them out.
Would you have a rag right here?
Yes, I do. In that toolkit. This is a slab roller, and once we get it assembled, it'll be easier, Ruben, to tighten once we get all of them in.
Okay. Yep. Basically, how it works is what you do is you take a canvas and you open it up and you work on half the canvas and you smack down some clay. You keep overlapping the clay so that there's no air bubbles. So it's, you put one down and then you put one on top of it. And then you put the canvas back on top. So you got two pieces of canvas with your clay in between so none of the clay gets stuck. And then you push a little bit of the canvas through, make sure that it's coming out that way, roll it out, and it pulls your clay through. At whatever you turn these knobs to, you see how there's rulers right here? That tells you how thick that your slab is going to be. So that's the whole thing. Pretty much how it works.
Ruben did that.
Yep. And he learned.
Let's clear this cable off. I want to use this cable to work from. Okay, that's it. All right.
Oh my God!
So let me see the drawing now. Okay, this piece, this will work too, but actually, give me that wooden stick. Many things that we can use to get the same effect. But all you want is something that's not going to poke through the paper, but it's sharp enough to push the clay in. So what I'm going to do is just take this and follow my outline where the details are in the space. So I'm just going to press this down. I don't want to cut all the way through it. All I'm going to want to do is cut this away.
Come on, let's go.
Why don't I see people painting? What?
Start glazing these pieces. One of the most important parts, kind of like making sure that all the bubbles were out, which is a very important part of rolling the slabs. An important part, the most important part about glazing is that you put on 3 coats of whatever color you're using. I'm going to glaze them green one time. I'm going to wait for it to dry. I'm going to glaze it again, wait for it to dry, and I'm going to put a 3rd coat on here.
Does it take forever to dry?
It dries very, very fast. You can tell when it dries because it'll go from.
For the glazes, you gotta make sure that the surface is clean.
Oh yeah,
If not, the glaze won't stick to it.
Make sure you have a large, small, and a medium brush. Make sure you have paper towel. Make sure you have a cup of water that has, or a cup about halfway full of water. Grab a blue tape container behind Tatiana. Make sure you have one for yourself.